You know, it's interesting. So several years ago, I was asked by the editors at Annual Review of Public Health, which is a compendium of review articles that's published every year, peer-reviewed. They asked me if I was willing to write a paper entitled, "Can we say what diet is best for health?" So this very question. They said, we want you to review the literature and answer the question, can we say what diet is best for health? And I said, yeah, I think I'm just the guy for that job. I'd love to do it. You know, I don't try to sell a particular kind of diet. I really care about the truth. And so I'll follow the evidence where it leads. And I've done the same thing in several editions of a nutrition textbook called Nutrition in Clinical Practice. So I wrote the paper, and they published the paper, and it's actually the most downloaded paper in the history of that journal. The last time I was able to check the stats, it had been downloaded over 105,000 times. So a lot of people have this exact same question. And the answer is both yes and no. If by optimal diet we mean some narrowly defined, prescriptive, put it in a book and make it a bestseller diet, so my diet can beat your diet, then the answer is no. We don't really know in terms of human health whether an optimal flexitarian or an optimal Mediterranean or an optimal vegan diet produces better health outcomes. Now, there are other relevant arguments for a vegan diet, for example, the environmental impact or how we treat other species. But if we're just talking about human health outcomes, is pescatarian better than vegetarian? We don't have the data to answer that question. Here's what we do know. The basic theme of the optimal diet for Homo sapiens is perfectly clear, incredibly clear, and based on an unbelievable mass of consistent evidence. And that's a diet that emphasizes whole, wholesome, minimally processed vegetables, fruits, whole grains, beans, lentils, nuts, and seeds, with or without all the other stuff, plain water preferentially for thirst. If you get those core components of the diet right, then whatever else you do is going to be okay, and it'll take you in a different direction. And by the way, your fat content could be high or low, your carbohydrate content could be high or low. Macronutrient levels do not define the quality of a diet. Some of the world's best diets associated with longevity and vitality are high in fat, some are low in fat, some are high in carbs, some are lower in carbs. What they all get right is real food, not too much, mostly plants, as Michael Pollan put it. Lots of vegetables, fruits, whole grains, beans, lentils, nuts, and seeds, variations on that theme. So the optimal theme of healthy eating for our species is perfectly clear, perfectly well defined, and by the way, good for the planet too. The specific variant on that theme that's best for any one of us is not known with nearly that degree of confidence. There may be no one right answer, and it may be that some of us do better on a particular variant and others do better on a different one because of genetic variation and so forth. There is a place for personalization, but we all need to find our lane within the expanse of the theme, and the theme is perfectly clear.